Which AI is better is the wrong question. I used to ask it too. ChatGPT or Claude, pick one, stick with it, hope you choose right. But the last time I showed you what happens when you stop treating AI like a one-person conversation. You let one AI challenge the other, and suddenly the work gets better. By the end of this video, you'll understand why that works and why the real question isn't which AI is better. It's why you're only listening to one. Last time I showed you something simple. Copy a conversation from one AI, paste it into another, watch what happens. I didn't tell you why it works, I just showed you that it does. Today I want to tell you why, because once you see it, you'll stop asking which AI is better. You'll start asking a different question entirely. Here's the thing about which one's better. It assumes you have to pick one. It assumes the AI you choose is the ceiling on the quality of the work. And for years that basically has been true. You pick a tool, you live with its blind spots. But blind spots are the part nobody talks about. Every model has them, not because it's bad, because it's one perspective, trained one way with one set of habits. I've been doing this for years now. Same routine, different problems. Bring something to ChatGPT, let it build, and almost every time it builds more than I asked for. Not wrong, just more. More structure, more steps, more complexity. More than the problem actually needed. So I bring it to Claude, and almost every time Claude asks why this extra piece, why this isn't simpler. It's not that one is right and one is wrong, it's that neither one sees its own blind spots. I do, because I'm the conduit between them. Here's what took me a while to understand. The value isn't in the better model, the value is in the disagreement. When ChatGPT proposes something and Claude pushes back on one piece of it, and ChatGPT responds to that pushback, what comes out on the other end is something neither one would have landed on alone. Not because I picked the smarter AI, because I forced two different ones to react to each other. Almost every time I've done this, the answer that came out the other end was better than either AI gave me on its own. You saw this already last time. I just didn't tell you what it meant. It meant the answer was in the exchange, not either model by itself. So here's the real question. Not which AI is better, but what does this AI tend to miss? And what does the other AI bring to the table? Once you know that, you don't need the best AI, you need the right second opinion. For me right now, that pattern is ChatGPT builds, Claude edits. That might not be your pattern, it might flip, it might be with different players, it might depend on the task. The point isn't which one goes first, the point is that neither one should go unchallenged. I want to be honest about something. This only works if you're paying attention. You're the one deciding what to copy. You're the one deciding what to paste. You're deciding when to push back. And you're the one carrying the thread between two AIs that have never met. That's not nothing, that's actually a lot. And it's about to become the real problem. Because here's where it gets hard. One exchange, this works great. A real decision, 2 rounds, done. But work doesn't stay that small. Projects run for weeks, decisions stack on top of decisions, and somewhere in there, being the bridge between two AIs stops feeling like a habit and starts feeling like a job. I know because that's exactly what happened to me. Next time I'm going to show you what that actually looked like. Not the clean version, the version where it broke down. Because once you've felt the value of two AIs checking each other, you don't want to go back to one. You just run out of hours to be the bridge. Subscribe if you want to see what happened next. There's a lot more to the story.